Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video, and today I'm going to be renting my Tesla Model 3 to a completely random stranger on Turo, and honestly I'm a little bit worried about it. I don't know how it's going to go, but we'll find out. And before we get into that, let me tell you guys how it started. So this all started 3 weeks ago when I saw Shelby Church's video on her experience renting out her Tesla, and I thought to myself that this was a pretty cool idea, especially for myself, just because I'm working from home right now. So what better way to make some extra money than, doing nothing and just renting my car out. Now obviously there's things that I had to take into account, so for example potential accidents, but for me personally I found it comforting that I'm able to decide if I want to rent out my car to a specific person, and also I'm making a pretty cool video out of it, so it's a win-win.
Hey my friend, with all my respect, I told you, easy money.
So one of the first things that I needed to do is I need to wash the car. It's a little bit dirty from the outside, not too much because I wash it every single weekend, but we need to meet the requirements for Turo, and there are requirements, there are guidelines. First of all, you need to make sure the car is really clean, because if it's not clean, then chances are, probably someone's not going to want to rent it. That's kind of the basics, right? And then the second one, the inside as well. You need to make sure you sanitize the seats, the steering wheel, the screen, etc. So with that said, we're going to make sure we do all of that, and let's go ahead and roll a little quick time lapse. Here we go. Okay, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are done with everything. We finished cleaning the outside, washing it. We're also done cleaning the inside, and I think now all that's left to do is to wash the car now, to take the pictures. And I know the perfect place to do this, so I don't know how to describe it. I'm just gonna take you guys along, so let's go. Okay, so we made it to the spot here, and my camera's flashing red, and I didn't bring an extra one. Yeah, I didn't bring an extra one, so we're gonna make this fast. I'm gonna show you guys some things that I need to take pictures of. For example, the dents on the car. I'm just gonna show you guys really quickly before the camera turns off, because it's about to. Hopefully it doesn't do it right now, but we need to take pictures of, for example, the marks right here, just so we can make sure that the client. Okay, so that section was recorded a couple days ago, but basically what I was trying to say is you need to make sure you take pictures of everything. If it has any marks, take pictures of that. If it has any dents, take a picture of that. And that's just in case if the customer does get into an accident, hopefully not, hopefully it doesn't happen, but it could. So if they get into an accident and damage your car, you can go ahead and just send that information over to your insurance, and then they can pay you back. But with that said, I do want to go over a booking that was actually requested. So, and I actually canceled it, and I'll tell you guys why. So first of all, I'll give you guys the details. The requested dates were from June 27th to September 3, so basically 68 days. And to start off, that's already a lot of days. For my first booking, I think I personally wouldn't want to do that, so I actually canceled it. And then the second reason I decided to cancel it was because of the money. The money was not right. I think after all expenses, I was making $38 per day. For a Tesla Model 3, that should be making around at least $50, at least, very minimum. $70, I would say, even.
3 days later.
Okay, so it's a couple of days after the last clip, and guess what? We actually have another booking, and this one, honestly, it's a lot better than last time, money-wise and also day-wise. It's only for 2 days. We're going to be making more. I'm not going to share with you guys the exact numbers right now, that's going to be towards the end, but just know that it's a lot better, and I think I'm going to go through with this one. Again, it's for 2 days. It's during the weekend, and this weekend, I'm actually going to be busy anyway, so I'm not going to be using my car. I'm going to be going to a wedding, and also, I'm just going to go to the gym, but I'm sure I can just, take a bike, or if I'm lucky, maybe use my parents' car. But I just wanted to share that with you guys, and I guess now we just have to wait. We have it again for the weekend, so we have to wait for that. And in the meantime, maybe I can just go ahead and use the car, clean it up afterwards. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so the day of the booking was actually pretty simple. The renter came by at around 10 a.m. and it was actually his first time using a Tesla Model 3. So I had to show him how to use the car, the main features of the car, how to move the seats, how to move the steering wheel, etc. And then after that, I took him on a short test drive and he was off. Now, since I do have a Tesla car and I do have the Tesla app, I'm able to see where the car is at all times. Let's just say I might have opened up the app here and there just to check up on the car and make sure that the car wasn't, outside of the US. Can you really blame me? It was my first time renting out my Tesla Model 3 to a complete stranger, so obviously I was a little bit nervous about it, but thankfully everything went fine. Okay, so now we're on to the next section of the video, which is how much money did I make? And we're gonna look at all those numbers right now. I'm gonna pull up the receipts so you guys can take a look at them right here while I look at them on my screen right here. So we have the miles included. It's $400. 400 miles. We have the miles driven, 207. We have the trip price, which is 240, 2 days. It's going to be $120 for each. We also have the EV charging cost, which is $21.42, and that was refunded to me. I had to pay that, but then they paid me back. So it's not necessarily a profit. It's more so just an expense. We have the trip total, $261.42. That's how much they paid. And then we have the Turo fees, $96, and the pure profit is $165. It's more like $144 because they added the EV cost, but that's money that's gonna be refunded to me because I spent it. So that's not really profit. The total profit though is $144. Okay, so this is going to be the last section of the video, and the question you guys might be asking is, would you rent out your car again? And the answer is pretty simple. Absolutely, I would. I think it makes sense for me personally, and in fact, right now I have it booked for next week, and I'm going to continue to do it for the future. And the reason for that is because right now I'm a college student. I'm studying at UC Irvine down in SoCal, but right now I'm living in the Bay Area because that's where my parents are from. So I have some cars available, and if for whatever reason I can't use their cars, there's always public transportation. I can use Uber. I have a bike that I bought when I was in college. I have it right here in my backyard. So there's ways to get around. So that is to say that I don't really need my car, but it's there. And I would rather just make the money from it and just rent it out. By the way, I don't know if I said this, but I do have an internship that's going on. It's remotely, so really there's no reason for me to go outside too much unless it's going to the gym in the afternoon, which I've been doing for the past 30 days. So I will feel a pain there in terms of having no car. But like I said, I do have other cars available, and if not, I can use my bike. But with that said, I think that pretty much sums up the video. If you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, love stories, anything, let me know in the comment section below. And remember, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
There goes a sight from my soul.